We're back.
We are.
It's
for
a
PS episode. Yes.
I was like, what is the number? PS episode. And welcome to March.
Welcome to March. It really doesn't even feel like March, probably because we've had several snow days in the last month.
I can't believe we're a third of the way in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm literally floored.
I know.
I feel like I'm going to blink and it's going to be June. And then I'm going to blink and it's going to be September. And I'm going to be like, where's my life going?
I feel like that's just adulthood after the age of 21, to be
literally,
honest.
I swear, when I hit 25, it really started ticking. And I was like, oh. Mm-hmm. And then I hit 30 and I was like, it's gone.
It literally.
So
don't blink. You're going to miss everything.
Literally. Time is a thief.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so today we are going to talk about, let me get my words together because we literally just pre-booked all of our like thoughts for the next three things.
For the next 4 recordings we're doing.
Yeah, today. We're recording 4 today. So the other 3 are in my head too. So today we are going to talk about how to keep consistency with your goal and to avoid like staying stagnant.
Mm-hmm. And how to like move through stagnation, but also how to keep motivated when things are stable.
Yeah, absolutely. So this was a question from a listener, so we are responding to that. So first and foremost, thank you, because we love having questions or podcast topics to have or PS episode topics to have. It is very helpful because sometimes we're like, what the fuck do we even talk about?
There's times that I'm like, we've literally talked about everything, which is not true, but it feels like it sometimes.
But it absolutely feels like that. I'm like, how many times can we repeat ourselves? And I'm like, well, and then I think about how many times have you listened to the same fucking podcast episodes, Mari, that you need to get that shit ingrained in your head to solidify it. Okay, so we should have done an episode for International Women's Day too. Sorry, this is getting in my way. My book just showed me International Women's Day. Maybe we'll do something for that. But anyways, so setting goals and not getting stagnant in them. I would say that I'm trying to think of consistent goals for me. Consistent goals for me would be working out, would be tracking my clients, would be doing my budget daily, staying on top of laundry. Those are consistent things that I like to do. Mm-hmm. And sometimes when I'm in the rigmarole of my schedule or my routine, it can feel boring to me. It can feel boring, or it can feel like a slow build, right? And I think that we're so used to immediate reward, like this instant gratification, that when we only see the savings goal ticking up by $50 a month, or we only see, a half a pound or 0.2 pounds or 1 pound a month coming off, or if we only see, whatever under whatever you're working on and just a small reduction, and or just the plateau, we get really upset and we think that we need to change up these things and or do something drastic to jumpstart our body, or how many times have you seen juice cleanses or this colon sweep, and it's like wanting to jump to the next level without putting the work in is always going to disrupt the good flow and routine that you have. There is a reason why things take time and the effort that it takes, because you are building consistency, you are building habits, you are building routines. I will say I struggled with this so hard when budgeting in the beginning of having credit card debt or having the debt with the IRS. And seeing that number only tick down, just little by little by little. Sure. And then looking at the bigger picture of like, oh my God, it's so much money, I'm never going to be able to get down, and having those negative thoughts. And I think the key in some of this is 1, habit tracking to make sure that you are showing up daily, but then 2, challenging the negative thoughts that are coming up. I'm never going to reach it. It's going to take too long, blah, 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 blah. Like putting those things on paper of like, who set the goal of like when it needs to be accomplished by or when it needs to be done. You did. So you get to change that and or change what your progress looks like going to it.
I also think it's important to note, specifically for a weight loss journey, correct? Right. Yeah. Sometimes you lose a shit ton of weight in the beginning because your body is like, holy shit, I've never done this before. Like, let's drop a bunch of pounds, and then you plateau. excuse me, I'm still sick. I'm sorry.
You don't need to be sorry.
And then when you plateau, you're frustrated and you're like, okay, well, why is it like this? Why am I even working out? I'm not even losing weight anymore. Okay, but hold on. Why are you working out though? Because it's more than just losing weight. For me,
Yeah.
I don't work out to lose weight. I work out to keep my fucking sanity every
Yeah.
single day. I work out
Yeah.
because it feels good to me. I work out because I want to be strong, right? So bringing it back to your why of why you started and continued to begin with. I think a lot of people also, when they become kind of neutral or baseline or stable,
Mhm.
and they get bored, they want to shake shit up and
Yep.
like create chaos, right? And
Yes.
like
Yes.
no matter what that means, right? But you need to ask yourself, like, is that really worth it though? Like, I don't actually want to do that anymore. So why am I? It's just an old pattern that's like creeping up of like, well, last time we did this and it was kind of fun,
Uh-huh.
but was it?
Uh-huh. What was the fallout? What are the natural consequences of
Mhm.
shaking that up look like? Sure, there may have been some fun moments in there, and maybe that's what you're searching for, some fun moments. That doesn't mean we disrupt the stability of our routine. It
Mhm.
just means that there needs to be an addition.
Yep.
It doesn't mean that we need to change everything um, to where it's change everything to this new level, new goal, new way of doing it when it's been working. It's just going to
Mhm.
take time. And I
Mhm.
think it's so important to not have one sole reason as to why you want to choose a goal, because
Correct.
then that's when we can